on the way.
This class is going on live. Okay, so be careful when you speak.
The pressure is on.
The topic was about pollution, but time not helping. Okay, to prepare for pollution, then I just get a part of pollution and some other things is
You got to talk 5 minutes on.
morning modification.
Okay.
Yes.
Now speak loudly and clearly, Naveed, please. You got to speak loudly, you got to speak clearly. Okay.
Yes, that's right. I actually choose the topic because time is not big enough for me to prepare.
Can you hear what he's saying?
Okay, I changed the topic. It was pollution, but I changed it to morning motivation.
Morning?
Motivation.
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 Okay.
Yeah, because the time is not enough to me. I shared a lot of videos.
Tell me this.
Loudly and clearly, Naveed. Put your
Yeah.
volume in it. Grr.
I saw a lot of videos, but I got the videos. Videos who they will help me to prepare for pollution. The time is not enough.
Uh-huh.
It was not enough. I changed the topic because already I have some knowledge about this morning modifications. Okay,
Morning
modification,
motivations.
motivations,
Motivations.
motivations. Yes, that's
So that's
right. And then I have just waiting for a question. I prepared for pollution. Can I start it or?
loudly, why is you?
I have a four question. Okay, I already prepared for pollution. I think it's not enough because that it will start with morning motivations. Motivations.
Motivation.
Motivations. For morning motivations. Should be by motivations.
Yeah, exactly, man. Come on.
Okay.
Good. Listen. I thought we'll have to separate the team.
Yeah.
The wireless team has been separated.
Yeah, should be.
Come on, get up.
The wireless still goes on. Okay.
In a state of jumping out of date and rushing right into the street and rushing right into the stress of what you need to do. Let's try. Last year, I think I did mistake. Okay? In a state of jumping out of date and rushing right into the stress of what you need to do. Okay? Breath, take a moment to eliminate the stress and realign your mind, body and brain with joy that does live inside you. And you get to choose, and you get to choose if you want your day going to be like every other day or if it is going to be a great day. And you decide first thing in the morning by giving yourself that time. Giving yourself that time to realign your mind to positivity.
To what?
To positivity. Positivity. Okay. To realign your mind, to redirect your mind to what is good in your life. What is good in your life right now? Take a moment, think about it, and start your day with intention. With intention. Intention.
Intention.
Intention.
Is that what he said?
Yes.
With intention.
Yes.
You talk about what, explain things. and
Yes,
understand.
it's like, I was at conclusion. There's 3 questions, I think so. So it's 20 Okay, how many kinds of pollution are there? There
What I
are.
would suggest, since you talk about morning motivation,
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Little bit.
that's fine, but you explain what you understood in your own words. Come
Okay, my understood on this word.
on,
What I see.
morning motivation.
Yeah, what I understood from
Yeah,
that.
what do you understand, what are you gonna teach us?
Yeah, see, from this word, just I understood, instead of like by wake up in the morning and start to think by all your problems, no, think about good things in your life and start to think about that and be positivity. Don't be negative to things or bad things in your life. Just think what is good in your life, what will help you to complete this day or from morning to night by making yourself happy and go away from the stress.
Okay, well, that's it. Talk about it.
Just
Give us examples, give us.
there's examples.
Give us real life examples, right?
Yeah, we can share the examples in the Mr. Yasser. Mr. Yasser, my roommate actually.
Okay.
Who, it was with us actually in this class. Always thinking by negativity. I just like bring all the negative things on his life, and he started to think about it, and he finished his day without doing anything, just sitting and thinking, and make himself on the stress all times. And I think this is the biggest example I see it in my life. Yeah, for the people who they start from morning to night just thinking by negative things without doing anything to help themselves to get out from this is a situation of this bad situation for the area.
Okay, cool.
It's,
All right.
A question?
What are the best ways to relax your mind in the morning?
Sorry.
Okay, can you be a little bit louder, a little bit slower, please?
What are the best ways to relax your mind in the morning?
Don't think for problems what you have or what already you have from the day before. Like make a refresh, like a clear day. Start from 0.
Please, can you tell us about your experience in best way in the morning?
This thing on.
Best way
Okay. Best way to what?
to be relaxed, to be, what can I say, active.
Actually, already I have the same problem, but I'm trying to be like go away from these things. Because I start my morning going to pray and I do the same routine in every day. But also, it's happening with me when I went to masjid. I start to think about all the problem I have, but what I need to do. A lot of things I should do it, but I'm not doing it. Just thinking and I stay in the same place without moving for one step.
Did that answer your question?
Yes, and today the best example because I'm not give the full times to my topic. I change it because I have already some topics for big or I will be in problem. I should bring some double more than Wendy.
Yeah. All right, come on, questions.
Okay, what is the meaning of motivation?
Okay, motivations, motivations.
Motivation.
Motivation. Motivation.
Motivation.
The meaning of motivation is some things that make you like excited, like they give you a little power to move on.
Make sense? Yeah, of course there are grammatical mistakes. mistakes, but okay. Come on, question, man. Come on.
What
come
is
on.
stress?
Stress. Stress. A lot of things in your mind you think about. Sometimes they give you a headache actually. Okay, it's something like it's a lot of things you think about in the same times. Okay, maybe like on the list or just random. A lot of things in your mind. You think to get a solution to that thing. Nothing is fine.
What if there are no? What if there's only one thing you think?
Oh yeah, it's one thing. I have things. Yeah. So sometimes one thing you focus on that
Things.
one thing. Okay, you think a lot of that things.
Of that things.
Out of that thing.
Mm.
Okay.
And so what
that
happens?
that can make you. They give you. You give him all your attention. And yeah, like you give him all your attention and all your focus on the things. And finally, sometimes you get a solution, sometimes not. But they give you a headache. Yeah, like you lost your focus on the other things. You know. If someone they ask you why you don't do that, oh, I have stress on focus. I give all my time or focus on something.
So what other word can you use for stress?
Stress.
Oh man, you asked the question. What other word can you use for stress?
Stress.
What is that feeling? If you don't have a headache, what do you have? Come on, tell us.
Tension.
Huh?
Tension.
Tension. What else? You said stress would be tension. What else?
Tension. Focusing.
Worries.
Huh?
Worries.
Worry. Yeah.
Worry.
Come on, guys. Huh?
Worry.
What else? Tension, worry,
Distraction.
huh? Depression,
Distraction.
distraction. Okay, yes, stress can cause distraction. Yes. What else? Come on, think. Everybody, think.
Pain.
Thinking,
Huh?
thinking,
Thinking. Okay, yeah, that's what too much thinking of
Deep
something is
thinking.
causes
Deep
stress, huh?
Can be deep thinking.
Deep thinking, okay, yeah.
Something.
Something.
Thing.
Something. Yeah, something what? Like what? So you said worry, you said depression, you said tension, yeah?
Tension.
It could cause sorrow, grief. What is grief?
Worry.
Worry. What is grief?
Deep sorrow.
Huh?
Deep sorrow is grief.
Yeah, extreme sorrow, right? Grief. Where it starts affecting emotionally, maybe even physically. Yeah? Stress can do all of these things. What else? What else can stress do? What else can stress do? Come on, guys. Come on.
Loss focusing.
Huh?
Loss focusing.
Yeah, loss of focus.
Can you give some more same unit? This loss of confidence. Loss of confidence.
Loss of confidence. Exactly. Yes. You can lose confidence.
Mental instability. Mental instability.
Mental instability, or even physical instability.
Yes.
Like if people get sick, physically sick,
Yes.
right? They start developing symptoms of like, heart problems, kidney problems, liver problems, sugar, diabetes, and whatever, right? Stress can cause all of these things, right? Okay, come on, question. Anyone?
Who is next? Question, please.
Can exercise relieve your stress?
Depend on the person. Some persons, yeah, like if you do is like pushing, do some walking, or running, or swimming, maybe he lost the stress, but we will not. If you do whatever you do, the stress will be there.
Can sleeping release stress?
Again, loudly and clearly.
Can sleeping relieve stress?
I tell you, sometimes depend on the persons, what will help with them. Not the cycles, architectures, so they can.
In your case?
In my case, yes, sleep. And there
Sleeping easily?
yes. I think at night, sleep in the morning, refresh.
That's a very good thing.
Yeah.
Come on, questions. Guy. We said at least 3 questions, right?
Two.
Or 2?
Two questions.
Say, oh, mashallah, he's done his 2. Alhamdulillah, he's done.
We have
Come on,
a
come on.
again, you know,
Okay,
asking things.
what is the meaning of positivity?
Positivity.
MashaAllah.
Positivity. Positivity.
No.
Positivity. The meaning of positivity.
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 Opposite.
No, it's not opposite to negative. And it's opposite for negative things. Opposite to be a positive person. Yeah,
Or to
to be like a positive person. I give you an example. Yeah, you like always you think by good things or a good side from anything. There is every times there is anything or any things positive and negative. You know, positive and negative. We think every time for positive things. That's mean you are a positive side. Sorry, you are a positive person. That's a good things actually. A good things. It's right.
Can you summarize positivity in one sentence, please? Anybody help them, please? Somebody help them.
I know the meaning, but I don't know
Summarize
the
in
word
one
which
sentence.
can explain them.
Positive thoughts or the word positive.
Yeah,
Yeah, positivity.
Positivity.
Summarize it in one short sentence, please. Anybody? Come on. Somebody.
The quality of being positive is positivity.
Okay, you use the word positive. Can you use another word instead of positive and summarize it in one sentence?
Being optimistic, not
Quality of being not negative or positive.
So mistake.
Sorry, one at a time.
no.
No, say it.
Being optimistic is like kind of
Okay.
positive.
And what did you say?
Not being negative is positive.
Not being negative, positive. What else? What did you say?
Opposite. Optimistic. Optimistic.
Optimistic, being optimistic. Okay. Come on. Summarize it. Come on. Don't be quiet, guys. Come on, you were very quiet. Come on, talk. Come on. One sentence. Summarization. Come on. One sentence summarization. Come on, guys. Come on. One sentence summarization. Quick. Positivity. Come on, try. Now you got some suggestions from these guys. Throw in your own now.
Thinking a right way.
Huh?
Thinking a right way.
Thinking the right way.
Yes.
Okay, good, very good, fantastic. Any more? You said thinking the right way. What else?
Thoughts that benefit us.
Sorry?
Thoughts that benefit us.
Thoughts that benefit us. Fantastic. Getting warmer, hotter. Come on. Throw it in. Thoughts that benefit us. Thinking the right way. Come on. What did he say? Add to what he said. Change it a little bit. Come on. What did he say? He said something really good. Did you hear what he said? Come on, add to it. Come on, man. Abdurrahman. Come on. Go for it. Come on. Add to it. The attitude of?
Like you are
Winner's attitude.
Huh?
A winner's attitude.
A winner's attitude. Fantastic. What else? He said a winner's attitude.
Making a right decision.
Making
A right decision.
Making right decisions for what?
So the attitude of being a
Uh-huh.
the attitude of being a good thinker or positive thinker.
Okay, positive, good. But you keep using positive.
But
See, he said,
for make a right decision, it's not make you a positivity always. Like, okay, you are a positive person. Sometimes you can make a wrong decision, yeah. But okay, you are positive. Okay, but I mean the positivity you can see the good side on the things.
what do you mean by good side? That's what I'm trying to get out of you guys. What do you mean by good side? Come on, help us. What do you mean by good side? Come on.
Good side.
Focusing on
Right
your
thinking.
abilities.
Sorry,
Focusing on your abilities rather than your weaknesses.
Yes, come on. Put in those words. I want one short sentence. Yes, come on.
No. Think.
See, all what you said is right. Everything is right. Alhamdulillah. Okay? But I'm kind of looking for a little bit more most commonly understood, used statement for
We
positivity.
look at the bright side.
Okay, right side. What else? A positive attitude means a person who has
Power.
power.
Who has power when he see the future.
Okay, when you say power, what do you mean by power?
Power is good things. When he see a future, I'll everything it will be clear. Everything it will be improved.
Right.
Everything is help me to be a good person in this life
Right. Good.
or society like that. But okay, if I said negative, opposite, it should be clear.
Yes.
Negative and
Yes, exactly. You're
Yes.
right. Everything you said, right? If you summarize it, I'm not saying this is the only right statement, but if you summarize it, positivity is the attitude that you can solve every problem. That no problem is unsolvable. You can solve every problem on earth. It's positive, right? Say, man, that's too much. I cannot solve it. You're not positive anymore, right? So you can't solve it.
Sir, confidence.
Huh?
Confidence.
Yes, exactly. Yes, you have the confidence to solve the problem. Yeah, good, very good, all those things. But guys, you think of this. You said positivity, one small little sentence to summarize it all is the attitude of problem solving, the attitude of facing any and every challenge and coming out successful.
Becoming invincible, sir.
Sure, you can say it, invincible. Sure, you say it. Yeah, well, absolutely. I mean, it may not be 100% possible, but you have that attitude, right?
Invincible attitude.
Exactly. You have that invincible attitude, you'll solve at least 95% of your problems, right? But if you don't have that positive attitude, you're going to fail in 95% of your problems, right? You're not going to be able to solve it. 5% maybe, right? So positive attitude is the other side. You succeed in most of it. And then the positive attitude also said, there's no such thing as failure. There's no such thing as failure. Instead of failure, what do you have?
Learn.
Learning, exactly. There's learning, no failure. Because if you don't succeed now, you learn why you didn't succeed, and the next time you're even more positive. Okay, I know what I did. Now I'm going to take the bull by the horns. Positive attitude, right? Exactly. Right. There you go. Okay, come on, this one up.
We'll keep
Done. This one. Good luck, good luck.
Sir, you have a question?
Oh, you didn't ask questions? Oh, you have a question. Come on, this one.
Okay. How to avoid negative thoughts?
Sorry.
How to avoid negative thoughts?
Fantastic question.
How to avoid negative thoughts?
Did you understand the question?
Yes, now I heard. By go away from the stress. For negatives, you say, I can't tell you be always positive. It's like perfectly or something like that. If I tell you keep yourself positivity, don't see the negative. It's, every humans they think I was negative, I'm positive, and only little people they understand to be a positive in.
Little people?
Yes, that's a few. Because a few.
Right.
Yeah.
Little, big, small.
Yeah. A few.
Little people, small people. Right? Little.
Yeah.
A small number of people.
It should be, that's right, a small people who think.
A small number.
Yeah, a small number. No, actually, the trainers, and you can say the kids, who they always think in what's happening to them, is crying. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you can see
And
that.
the kids are the most common. Okay. Did you understand the answer? No? Come on, help them out.
Yeah.
Pigeon, quick guys, pigeon, yeah, quick.
we can
Oh, one second, let them
we can stop positivity with make a
We
good
can stop.
And negative.
negativity with make a good relation with Allah for worship everything, and how to the second thing, read a lot about the one man who was suffering like you. If you are poor, read about something, someone who was in the same case. If you are, what can I say? No, okay, if you are feeling bad for something, try to get some experience, some expert person to explain or to give you a solution like that. There are many ways. It depends what your case.
Did that answer?
I can ask, if you have, as I can, not when you believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself and other things.
Faith. You have faith.
Faith.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have faith with your gods, okay, and Allah and His powers, they can change. It will just when you close your eyes and everything's become solved. If you have that peace, it's kind of a solution for all your problems.
Come on, Adam.
Start from these things and believing yourself and other things and the people around you. Change the people around you. If you're feeling always
Say something, yeah. Come on, Adam. What's up? Afan, pitch in. No, pitch in. There's a lot. Come on. Yes, no. You have to. You have to pitch in. Add to how to. And I know you have something in your mind. I guess I know you do. I can tell. I see that bubble. Come on. Bismillah.
How to avoid negative?
Yeah, how to avoid negative. Come on, pitch in. You heard what they said. Come on. Add the thoughts to it. Come on, Bismillah. Let's take a second, right? Let's take a second. Realize this, okay? This is part of communication, guys. This is part of communication, right? If you have something to say to him, or whatever, right? Try to figure out a method in which you can pitch in at a time where you grab everybody's attention, right? And trust me, this is one of the biggest shortfalls of team members. In fact, team members get kicked out. I'm telling you, I'm not joking. I am not joking. When this happens in a team, 2 or 3 people have their individual connections, we start noticing it. When we notice it, we start discussing it. We start discussing what's happening here. Then we address it. If it does not change, that team member leaves. We ensure that team member leaves. Okay? That's not the situation here. We're going to learn here. We've come here to learn. So the point is, nobody's stopping you from making a point. Nobody. I don't stop you. Do I stop you?
No,
Right? No. In fact, I encourage you guys. But the only thing I encourage you to do is don't 2-3 people at a time shouldn't have individual conversations or points, right? Wait, listen to one thing that's going on, and then stop it if you have to. Say, hey, guys, stop. Time out. Time out. I have something to say. Sure. So that way everybody's in the group and everybody learns and understands what you're saying, right? And you may have a very good point. You may have a really good angle, right? Why are you not sharing it with others? Maybe the others will learn, right? And don't feel afraid. I'm confident, I'm 100% confident that you didn't talk about something haram. Did you? No. It may have been silly. So what? We laugh at it. Yeah? We all sin. Everybody's sin. Don't worry. Right? So, right? Pitch into it. Okay. All right. We'll do it for the guys, not really. Okay. If you're going to make a point, please make it. But pitch in for everybody in it.
Before I start, if it is live, I disagree with that. If it is live, I disagree with that. If it is video, no problem for that.
Video live.
No, live in Facebook.
No, not in Facebook. Video.
Video, okay, no problem. Okay, assalamu alaikum everyone. I'll speak about something is bad in our society or in the world. It is corruption. Corruption or corruption. There are 2 sounds. Corruption and corruption.
Okay. You mean 2 ways of pronouncing that word?
Yes.
Okay.
Corruption or corruption. Okay. Corruption when an official of a government, okay, when an official of a government using and acting dishonestly for something or someone. We know in the world, every country is suffering about this problem. Also, this is a very serious problem in many countries around the world. As we know, there are several kinds of corrupt. I can't speak for everyone because this is a big area to speak about. But we will take four kind of corrupt, also how it affects in our life. The last one, how can corruption be stopped? That's what can I speak with you. The first one, how many kind? There are a lot. I can't speak all, but I will speak for four. This four is, therefore, are bribes, nepotism, nepotism,
Libertism?
Nepotism.
nepotism,
Nepotism. N-E-P-O-T-I-S-M.
Nepotism. Nepotism.
nepotism, and kickback, and embezzlement. Embellishment.
Embellishment. Embellishment.
Embezzlement. Embezzlement.
The spelling's not right, but embezzlement.
Embezzlement. There are bribes.
Listen.
Bribes is bribes mean when someone payment money or when
Correct, that's it. This one can't be better.
bribes means when someone pays something, some money or other benefits to someone to change decision or decision or anything he want to get for. Like, or for example, when a criminal person gives a judge money to judge no guilty, to make decision no guilty without any proof or without any evidence. Proof. Another, the second one, the second is big bag. Big bag is a similar bribe. Big bag.
Payback. Kickback.
Kickback. Yes. Kickback is a similar to bribe, but there are.
It is, come on.
It is similar to a bribe, but something is different. Something is different between them. Kickback, when you pay, when the government need to build a road or building. Road or building. The company he wants to work this build or to build this instruction, give money to a government official to give him this project. Like that. The third one is nepotism. Nepotism. Nepotism.
Nepotism.
Nepotism. Nepotism happens when official gives his or her relative some benefit or something they get benefit. For example, when you are a manager, sometimes you give sometimes managers gives them relatives job or some project, or they rent building and any benefit or any service they take it for them relative without any right. Without any right. Only relative. Only relative. The last one is embezzlement.
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 There you go. 8 o'clock.
Listen,
Yeah?
listen.
Go to 8 o'clock, man.
Hey sir, I have college student.
Okay, no issues. You sit down, sit down. You finish your task, go. No issues. You can go late, no issues.
Should talk first.
Embezzlement. Embezzlement when it happened when an official use or steal money for a company with a security way or security way, like
Secretly.
secretly way,
Secretly. Secretly.
sec-
Secretly. Takes money secretly.
steal money,
Takes money secretly.
takes money secretly, or get benefits without right. Like if I am a manager in this company, I use the money of my company for my account, and I get benefit. Or sometimes I take or I receive money from my house to build something or some business without right, also with no without no one know about no one know what I do.
Without anyone knowing about it. Without anyone knowing about it.
Without anyone knowing about it. I use my money of my company to build some business for me. That is embezzlement. Okay, this four kinds of corruption. The question now, the corruption affected in our society or in our life. How it affects our life? There are two kinds of affect directly for people, and another way for organization. The third one for the world or society. If we are in society, we affect. Like, for example, when I am an engineer, and I bribe a government official to get me this project, to build this building, and I constructed this building in wrong way, not exactly way as a design. This, I take money, the government lose money, also the public expense, it goes also. For me, I get benefit. But after sometimes, the building, it will destroy.
Collapse.
What? Destroy?
Say it loudly.
Collapse.
Destroy. Collapse, and maybe some people, they will die. Maybe also society will affected by someone who without father and mother. Some families will go out like that. This affected for people and organization and community. How there are a lot of affected for society, as we know. Many countries suffering for that, affected with education, affected with also for religion, because religions. Because if I am Muslims, if we are Muslims, if we dealing with corrupt, they say Muslims, they are corrupt. No, nothing. It is Muslim and Christian and Jewish and Hindu, same. Nothing different. Same religion, it's the same. But if we are a good Muslims, no corrupt, no nothing wrong, they said, okay, see this building, the engineering is engineering is Muslims. How it is good for everything. It is sometimes they will give him. He is honestly person. But if it's like go. After that he said, okay, it's bad person. He dishonestly only he take care about money, no value in his life.
In his work.
In his
No value in his work.
work. Yes, in his work. Okay. The last one for education, as we know, for more things. Yes, everyone here will speak about this affectivity.
Everybody is affected by corruption.
Everybody can speak about
Effects of
Or
corruption.
can speak about the effects of corruption.
effects of corruption. How can corruption be stopped? How can corruption be stopped? The first things to stop corruption, start with yourself. Not deal with any corruption. If you go to any official or any office, don't give bribes. Save your money in your pocket. Don't destroy the society. Awareness. Tell about or speak.
Awareness. Spread awareness.
Spread awareness is
Spread awareness.
spread awareness in our society and community. Also in school, in anywhere, how to see people not dealing with this. Also, you can give prize, Nobel Prize. You can give prize for someone who, what can see, who the good one fighted with prices, with corruption. Also, that's we can do worship in college, university, in any
We can do worship?
workshop.
Okay.
Workshop in our society, like school, college, open area. Also in Muslims, in masjid, we can speak about it in khutbah or after namaz. Also in our house. That is corruption. Is the serious problem in the world.
Fantastic. You know, before you ask